It's somewhere between St Helens and Scottsdale on the main road, climbing up and up and up and then dropping down into a valley. But the tree ferns are absolutely amazing. This one's got all this moss on it, and then it's probably, I don't know, how tall would that be, 2.5 metres, and it's got a small plant growing out of the side, but it's a proper tree trunk. It's amazing. Yeah, there's ferns living on ferns. It's just an amazing piece of forest. The plant life is unbelievable. Well, we finally made it to Launceston. We had wind, rain, mist, roadworks, mountains, tyres laying yes, tyres. And here's our little abode for the next 3 nights. It's pretty compact, but it's home. Bedroom's upstairs. I found this Sheila out on the balcony. How you going?
Hi, I'm Sheila.
Sheila on the balcony. There we have what we can see of Launceston anyway. We got here about 4:30ish. Just got a few little items to get us through the next 3 days. And now we're going up the stairs. Because there's even a smaller balcony there for Juliet. Or Sheila, whatever she calls herself. I go around till I'm getting dizzy going up down these stairs. G'day there, Sheila.
Hi, Romeo.
I'm supposed to be down on the ground. And up here is the bedroom. So it looks pretty cozy. Looks pretty cozy. And it's really just a base. We're going to be here really just to go out for the day. So all in all, comfy, that's the main thing. So Jackie, we've just been inside the Queen Victoria Museum and Art Gallery. A there it is. It's free, and it's open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. What did you think?
Wonderful.
Didn't take any pictures of anything inside. I think it's important people come and see it.
Yeah, it's eclectic.
And
Bit of everything.
The Aboriginal section was really interesting.
That was really good.
Talked about the life, how they lived, and the little buildings of shelters, and it shows some of their artefacts.
The historic collection of Chinese.
Yes. Didn't know they had a big presence here.
Yeah.
Mainly in the northwest. Apparently they came here for gold, but ended up mining tin.
Yeah.
And they've been here ever since the 1850s or 60s they turned up.
And then a nice eclectic collection of local artists.
Yes,
the work
and
that they've
overseas stuff as well.
Yeah, no.
So that's the Queen Victoria Museum Art Gallery right here in Launceston.
Beautiful, beautiful building.
Yes.
See what this street's called.
Jackie's just made a new friend, William Pugh, looking very distinguished in his coat and his top hat. What did William Pugh do?
He's the first one to use anaesthetic.
He was the first doctor to administer anaesthetic, general anaesthetic in Australia. Twice.
At Moreton House.
At Milton House.
Milton House. Which
we have a picture of, which you saw previously. So, what do you think of Launceston, Jackie?
Hilly.
Hilly.
I love the old buildings.
Yeah.
I love how they've retained history.
Saw quite a few today.
Yeah.
This is a nice little spot here, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been very lucky with the weather. It's
in the middle of the city, and there's people just getting under the shade of these beautiful trees and enjoying a quiet moment from the madness of Launceston.
It's not really mad.
No. But maybe for them it is.
Yeah.
So we had a cool drink in the hotel, the Plough Inn.
Yes, we did.
And we bought hats and t-shirts and a book.
Yes.
Or two.
Yeah.
And we've been doing the heritage walks, self-guided.
Yeah.
Which is no guidance at all, really. We're just winging it. We see a thing and then we
move sideways.
Yes. But anyway, it's been an interesting day. We've been walking since about 9 o'clock this morning. But we've had a couple of rests, and we had that lovely coffee and morning
Black Forest
thingy.
Deconstruction.
Oh, that was unreal. I'm still full from that.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was down by the
Tamar River, where it meets the Northern Ersk.
The North Esk.
North Esk.
Yes, Northern Ersk. Second language. Anyway, what's next?
We're going to go do some more buildings. Go to the old umbrella shop.
Oh, the old umbrella.
Built in 1860s. I don't know if they still do. Operated by 3 generations, supplying umbrellas and Blackwood souvenirs until the National Trust purchased it in 1978. So we shall see what it's now.
Well, let's see the old umbrella shop.
Here we are at Low Head.
Low Head, yes.
And we've just been through the Maritime Museum.
Yes, lovely old buildings that have been here for a long time, and they've got lots of history of the seafaring past of this part of the world. Discovered here by George Bass and Matthew Flinders on behalf of the English. At the time when they came through, they thought that Tasmania was attached to the mainland, and it wasn't. They discovered it was an island, and this became a really important port, and had the whole bunch of pilots lived up in those buildings, and mostly convicts with the pilots.
So what did the pilots actually do?
They knew the channel better than someone that had sailed all the way from England might never have come here before, so they knew where the deep water channels were, and
so they would take a little boat out.
They would take a little boat out to the ship, and the pilot would get on board the ship, and then he would take over. He would become the ship's master to reach port. Every port has its own pilots. I know there's some pilots that do the whole Barrier Reef. They'll get on up in the top of top of Cape York and go all the way down to the port of Brisbane. And we got a ship just going out to sea here.
And you're saying, so the pilots were always convicts?
Only here.
Here, yeah.
Here, according to the guy in there.
Yeah, and what was he saying? That they stole, a whole bunch of them stole a ship one day?
Yeah, they went off to South America to live.
But they still caught two of them after, what did he say, 4 or 7 years? They still went after them.
British justice.
Isn't that where Ronald Biggs went, to South America?
Ronnie Biggs went there, yes. And the Sex Pistols went there and recorded a song with him called No One Is Innocent. And there's 3, you can see 2 lighthouses from here, and there's another one behind us that actually still works that we're going to have a look at. We've decided to take the chairlift, Jackie.
Yes, we have.
Are you scared?
Yes, I am.
You've got every right to be.
Can you turn the camera off away from me? Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. See, we're up a height. There's the beautiful Cataract Gorge.
Oh God.
Have a look.
No.
Look at the beautiful swimming pool.
I'm not looking.
And the great big hole.
Video it.
No, you got to look. Otherwise, you pay $20 for fuck all.
I am scared though. I'm scared.
Just sit tight. Know where you can go. There's the bridge over there.
I'm just going to concentrate on taking photos.
And then we have the Cataract Gorge, which goes all the way up to the end, of course. There is a power station up there. And this way, this little gap here, that goes through to, comes out on the Tamar River. That's where we were yesterday having coffee in the yacht club. Must be a girl. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Has the little feathers at the top. 184.
What's 184, Murray?
Hobart. It's 10 to 7. We've just left Launceston. It's a bit of a wet morning, or damp. It's only raining, but it's drizzling. And we're off to Hobart to the Salamanca market, which has it's got a different name now. I can't remember what it's called.
Really?
Yeah. It's in Salamanca Place, and we've got a day in the city. We got ourselves a bit of luxury in the hotel called Lena of Hobart. Anyway, we're looking for coffee.
Yes, we are.
And we've had lovely weather up until
right now.
Oh, it's a bit stormy going up the east coast.
That's true.
But we will stop soon, grab a coffee, and carry on as we do. We're here in the small town of Ross, and I believe this is the oldest bridge in use in Australia. Still in use, yes. So it's pretty solid. There's in the middle of the bridge here, there's miles to Launceston in Roman numerals. And on this side is Jackie, and miles to Hobart town in Roman numerals. And I do believe this is the oldest bridge still in use in Australia. But there's no plaque here. So we're going to have to find out. And so I've just done a little bit of research using Wikipedia, of course, and the bridge is constructed in 1836 using convict labour, and is the third oldest bridge still in use in Australia. Commissioned by Lieutenant Governor Arthur, the bridge was designed by architect John Lee Archer. Where are we, Jackie?
Salamanca Market.
We're looking for the record, the vinyl stand.
No.
Anything, just anything.
Yeah.
Wool.
Yarn.
And a yarn.
Yarn.
I can give you a yarn. Won't be made out of wool though. It'll be a tall story. Okay. It's open every Saturday. Bought a 3-hour ticket after going the wrong way up a one-way street. And the police car went past and looked at us in shock and awe and horror. So here we are. Yeah. Wow. See, it goes a long way.
That's okay.
It's a lot of souvenirs.
3 hours.
It's like Gilligan's Island. A 3-hour cruise. 3-hour walk. Okay. Sandy Bay, having pizza. I found a sculpture near the beach. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's some abstract whale or seaweed perhaps. I think seaweed. It's a fountain, there's water trickling down here and there. And here's the bay. Beautiful little beach. Safe place for kids to swim, bit of a diving platform out there. There on the other side of the bay is the other side of Hobart. Beautiful place.
Tassie, Hobart.
This is our last night. What a room. Jackie, room fit for a king. What do you think?
You are the king.
I am the king. Oh, here's the ferry Victory. Sullivan's Cove with Lena in view. Lena must be a place. Here's our humble abode overlooking Constitution Dock out the window. And the city of Hobart. They look like old silos. I don't think they are, though. But not a bad room at all. All on what frequent flyer points, Jackie?
Yeah. Where are we?
Where are we? We're at Berrydale in Tasmania, just north of Hobart, and we're going to Mona, the Museum of Old and New Art. We're going humanoid exclusion zone.
Sounds like he has a bit of a sense of humour. This person
He
that puts
has.
this together. We're just reading the app, so it's best to buy the tickets online because you have to say what time slot you're arriving in, and then
You must book.
got to book, and then you'll get a link to the app that you can play while you're walking around, so you don't have to do all that reading, which
They bring headphones.
so yeah, bring headphones, and it looks pretty busy.
So Jackie, we're at Opossum Bay.
Wow.
We've just been to Mona and spent an afternoon there for a good couple of hours. And we're just killing some time before we have to go home. We'll get to the airport. But here we are at Opossum Bay, and last week on Monday we were driving around those headlands there, heading back to Hobart from the Treetop Walk. So this is the other side of the Derwent River.
Yeah.
It's quite pleasant over here, very rural and a bit fishy type of sort of place. There's some nice little towns here. South Arm looked interesting. There's quite almost looks like there's a bit of weather brewing. It sort of doesn't know whether it wants to get cold or warm up at the moment. Gun placements. This is what was it called? Kangaroo Point Battery. So there were guns aiming across the entrance to Hobart at some point. Defensive. And on the other side you've got Battery Point where we were last night. So I don't know what they were afraid of. Russians. French. The English were always at war with the French, weren't they? Oh, here we are. Here's the gun. That would have made a big bang. Looks like they've cemented it in place so you can't turn it anymore. So the whole area is just